My name is Kathy Baumgardner-Hetrick, and Steve Philippi and I undertook a very large project this year of the 250th anniversary of Palmyra. We have decided to do some oral histories of people who have lived in Palmyra. Most of them are over the age of 80 or 85, and we asked them to tell us their story about Palmyra so that we could put together a DVD that you're going to watch now that has the stories of Palmyra based on the people who have lived here. We hope you enjoy it. We've had a fun time doing it, and we think you'll learn a lot about Palmyra and the history of Palmyra through the stories of Palmyra. Okay, now we're talking to Christine Beuchler, that's how I pronounce it, Beuchler, and Christine lives on East Cherry Street in Palmyra. She's going to tell us about that a little bit later. But you said you came to Palmyra in 1953. Did you move to an apartment, or did you move to the house that you now live? The same house that you live in today?
Right.
If you lived in. Oh, that's great. Okay. It's interesting. Why did you choose Palmyra?
Because my husband worked there,
Okay.
and so we moved up here because he worked at Deckard's.
At Deckard's, okay. Because Deckard's was one of the businesses that Palmyra had been known for through the years.
Yeah.
Tell us about what happened at East Cherry Street from when you moved here in 1953 up till now. Well, there was a big thing that happened there.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't paved road at all.
Oh,
It was just ground road there. And of course we had a big sinkhole in the middle of the street that went from curb to curb. That was before ours.
Mm-hmm.
And so then of course gradually got paved. And
There was a time where the sinkhole got bigger then, right? Wasn't that behind your house?
not in front of the house.
Oh, in front of the house.
Several times that has opened up.
Oh, okay. But didn't they have to actually move your house at one time?
That was in the yard. That was under the house.
Oh my goodness. The sinkhole was under the house.
Under the house.
So then you actually had to move the house.
We tried to find places, but well, till you pay for every line you move, and we thought we had a place, but we had to have a brick house, and we didn't have a brick house. So we had watched this man move a house up on 4th Street, either the year before or something, and we contacted him, and he, they were very good, not a lot of noise, very quiet, but they moved it over and moved it back.
Now, did a lot of people come to see it?
Yeah, there were people there.
It was a pretty big thing in Palmyra to have this house moved.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about it. I wasn't there, but they had a lot of people there to see
they
it.
came and stood along the side there and watched it.
Yes.
And, yeah.
So you went from having a dirt road, and a few minutes ago you were saying what happens today near your house.
That's paved all the way down through there now, and it's almost like a racetrack for some people, I think, because they really shoot down through there. And,
so a lot of changes have taken place on that corner in the past 50 plus 60 years, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Did you and your family get involved in community activities through the years?
I would say so.
What kinds of activities were there that you
Well, I helped with Girl Scouts, I helped with brownies.
Okay, very significant to other families, whose
Yeah.
children were in the Girl Scouts and Brownies. When was that? Was that in the 60s that you were involved with Girl Scouts and Brownies, when your daughter was in that?
Yeah, it could have been.
You were at home though. Your husband was built machines, but you were at home
I
most of
stayed
your
home,
life.
yeah.
Well, let's hear on tape who your daughter's husband is. Okay.
Ann Carpenter, and her husband is Fred Carpenter.
Who recently
Is the mayor.
he became the mayor, right? So you're somewhat of a celebrity these days.
Really?
Yeah, that's the mayor's mother-in-law. Yes, she gets to be a celebrity.
And he really takes me around now. And the car gave out the other day, so he took me around there. So
And he's being helpful to you. That's
Yeah.
great. Because I know he's semi-retired.
yeah.
He can do some of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else, if anything, do you want to let us know about the history of Palmyra as you lived it? in the time that, since 1953 to now, what do you think of when you think of the growth in Palmyra?
I think a lot of the school, because at first you had to take them up to the school, uptown to school. My neighbor took Ann along most of the time, but then they built the one in the back there, which was a lot closer.
Ford Street,
Yeah,
right?
so that was a big change,
Yes, that's right.
and
Thank you for coming.
okay.
It was nice to meet you after all these years.
Right.
Okay, great.